Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kari with Crochet Me Knots. Welcome back. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out and make sure your alerts are on to receive notifications on all new videos. On today's tutorial, this is day 2. It's episode 2 of my Christmas gift idea series. So welcome back. If you missed the first episode, it is up on my channel now, and we made a bohemian inspired plastic bag holder, like a little dispenser, really cute. So you can check that out. On today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this really cute bath set, which consists of a round facial puff, like a little scrubby. It's a facial scrubby. We have a small washcloth, which can be used for your face or for your baby. It depends, but we did it in this really nice texture that's really good for a washcloth. And then we made a 10 by 10, which is a larger washcloth for the body, etc., etc. So we made an 8 by 8 washcloth, a 10 by 10, and we made this little facial scrubby. Okay, so what we need to make this is we need some cotton yarn. So you do have to use cotton for this particular project because it has to be 100% cotton. These are going to be wet, so you need something that's durable and that's washable. Acrylic is not good for that. So make sure that you do get 100% cotton yarn. So what's good about these, it's zero waste. So you can use these to scrub off the makeup and just toss it in the wash and reuse it. So we don't have to be tossing away all these cotton rounds that we use for taking all makeup off. Okay, so 100% cotton yarn, and I'm using the medium worsted weight. And I'm going to use this really pretty rose pink. We need a 5mm hook, we need a pair of scissors, and we need a yarn needle. Now for the purpose of the tutorial, I'm only going to make the 8 by 8 washcloth, and I'm going to show you how to make the face scrubby as well. But if you need to make the 10 by 10, then I'll go ahead and give you the chain count for each and the row count for the 8 by 8 and the 10 by 10. So that way, if you choose to make both or just one of those sizes, you can make the size that you want. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get everything we need and let's get started. Okay, guys, so I'm making the 8 by 8. So to make the 8 by 8 washcloth, you need to chain 32. If you want to make the 10 by 10, you need to chain 40. Now we are using the Trinity stitch for this washcloth, and that is crocheted in multiples of 2, so you need to have an even number of chains. So 32 if you're making the 8 by 8, and 40 chains if you're making the 10 by 10. Okay, so go ahead and chain whichever size you're making. I did 32, so go ahead and chain your foundation chain. So how I'm going to make this video is we're going to make the washcloth first. And once we finish this, then I'll go ahead and come back and show you how to make the face scrubby. Okay, so once we finish the washcloth, if you're not finished, then go ahead and pause the video and then just come back to it to see how to make the face scrubby. Okay, so the Trinity stitch is very similar. It looks just like the star stitch, but it's actually easier to make. So that's an option if you love the way the star stitch looks, but maybe it's a little too much hassle for you, then go ahead and try the Trinity stitch. It's very simple. All right, so we're going to start off by single crocheting into our second chain. So let's go ahead and crochet our single crochet. Now we are the next two, we're gonna crochet 3 single crochets together. And the way you do that is we're gonna go right back into the same stitch we just came out of, and we're gonna go in there and pull up a loop. We're gonna go into the next chain, go in there and pull up another loop, and go into the next one, go in there and pull up a loop. So now we have 4 loops on our hook. We're gonna yarn over and pull through all 4. And we're going to secure it with a chain 1. And that's the repeat. So we're gonna keep doing that. So we're gonna go right back into the same stitch, pull up a loop, go into the next one, pull up a loop, into the next one, pull up a loop. We have 4 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 4, chain 1, and continue to crochet 3 together all the way down. And that's what it starts to look like. So keep on going down the row and I'll see you back here at the end. Okay, I'm coming up on the end of the row, so we are going to finish. And in this last one, we never chain 1. What we're going to do is go right back into the same stitch, that last stitch we went into, and crochet a single crochet to finish off. Then we chain 1 to turn. So we're going to start and finish our rows with a single crochet. Okay, so to start the second row, we are going to single crochet into that first stitch right there. And then we're going to go right back into it, pull up a loop, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, and then this is our chain 1 from the previous row. Go in there and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 4, chain 1. So we go back in there, go into the next one, into a chain 1. That's why it's best not to chain 1 too tightly, because we have to go into it in the returning row. Oops, I try to grab both loops of the stitch. There we go. And go in there. And that is your repeat. So we're going to keep on going all the way down. And you start to see how it looks like the star stitch, but it's just so much simpler than the star stitch. We would have to have made all half doubles coming back around, and it's just so much easier. So keep on going. So just continue all the way down, and I'll see you at the end of the row. All right, so I'm coming up on the end of my row. There, and remember, we don't chain 1 here. We just go ahead and pull through all 4 and go right back in there and single crochet, chain 1 and turn. Again, we start with a single crochet and we never chain 1, so we go right back in there, pull up a loop and continue. Pull up a loop, all right, so that is the repeat, guys. We're going to keep going. For the 8x8 washcloth, we need to crochet a total of 27 rows. So go ahead and continue, make your 27 rows. If you're making the 10x10, you need to make a total of 33 rows. So go ahead and continue and crochet the rows that you need for the size washcloth that you're making. And I'll come back to finish that off, and so we can start our face scrubby. Okay, guys, so I've gone ahead and done my 27 rows, and this is what the 8x8 washcloth looks like. It's a very nice texture. It's perfect for scrubbing, removing makeup, scrubbing our face if we need to. And if you make the 10x10, it's a little bit bigger than this, but same texture, and it's really good for washing the body. So I like that rough edge that it has. It's actually pretty straight, and that's one of the things I love about the Trinity versus the star stitch is that the edges come out very clean. So you could always go around it with a single crochet if that's what you want to do. I actually like the way the edges look on this one. So I've already fastened off. I'm not going to go around it, and all I need to do off camera is just hide in, weave in my ends with my yarn needle. So you can go ahead and do that. And this is perfect. I love that texture. All right, guys, so for our face scrubby, it's very simple. So we need to crochet 2 of these rounds because we're going to put them together to make it a little thicker, a little sturdier for scrubbing our face. So we need to make 2 of these rounds that we're going to make. All right, so I'm going to start with a magic ring. And if you don't know how to make the magic ring or you have trouble with it, you could always chain 4 and then join, slip stitch into the first chain and make a little circle, and then just crochet your double crochets into the center of that circle. All right, so we're going to chain 1, and we are going to make 12 double crochets. That our first chain 2, I'm sorry, we chained 2. Our first chain 2 is not going to count as a double crochet. So go ahead and crochet 12 double crochets. So go ahead and continue 12 double crochets on our first round, and I'll be back. All right, guys, so now that you have your 12, go ahead and pull tight. So let's close the circle. And we are going to skip over those 2 chains and just slip stitch right into the top of that first double. All right, so we're going to chain 2. Again, these chain 2s do not count as a double crochet. And we are going to double crochet into that same stitch. We're going to make 2 double crochets in that first stitch and in every stitch. So we're going to go ahead and increase with 2 double crochets in each double crochet all the way around. And at the end of round 2, we will have 24 double crochets. So go ahead and crochet 2 double crochets into each double crochet for a total of 24, and I'll see you back here at the end of the second round. Okay, guys, so I'm done with the second round. And again, we're going to skip over these 2 chains and just slip stitch right into the top of that first double crochet. Okay, and we should have 24 double crochets in our second round. Okay, so for the third and final round, we are going to do another increase. So we're going to go ahead and chain 2. Again, that doesn't count as a double. We're going to go ahead and do crochet, a double crochet into that same stitch. And then we're going to put 2 double crochets into the next. So we're going to do 1 double crochet and then 2 double crochets in the same stitch. So 1 double crochet and then an increase of 2 in that same double. So 2 double crochets. So go ahead and continue that all the way around for a total of 36 double crochets. Okay, so I'm coming up to the end, and we are going to finish with that 2 double crochets into that last stitch. And again, skip over these 2 and just slip stitch right into the top. Okay, now, like I said, you need to make 2 of these. So go ahead and make your other one. If you need to pause your video, go ahead and do that. I need to make my other one, so do not fasten off on the second one because we do need to join them together. So go ahead and make the other one of these rounds, make another one, and then I'll see you back here to finish off our face scrubby. Alright guys, so I've gone ahead and done my second one, and I didn't fasten off. So however, do hide all your tails on the back of each one. That way when we join it together, we don't have to worry about hiding our ends. Okay, so don't fasten off on your second one. Now, if you'd rather just whip stitch these together, you can, but actually we are going to join them. And it's a really cute way to join these together. So make sure that you have them back to back so the insides are on the inside. And just go ahead and line up your stitches there. Okay, so we're going to chain 1. And we are going to go back in that same stitch and we are going to slide our hook through the first round and to the second. So there's going to be 4 loops we have to go through. And then we are just going to slip stitch and we are going to chain 1. So we're going to go into the next, slide through all 4 loops, slip stitch. Okay, I'm going to lose ya. Slip stitch, chain 1. Go into the next, slip stitch, chain 1. Next one, slip stitch, and chain 1. And that gives us a really cute edge for this round. So go ahead and continue, just slip stitch, and chain 1. And we'll make sure we get every single stitch together. So go ahead and continue that all the way around, and I'll see you back here to finish off the face scrubby. Alright guys, so I've gone ahead and edged all of my little face scrubby all the way around and come to the end. So I have that last one to join. Make sure you went through all 4 loops, chain 1. Now here's an idea. I don't do it with these, but if you want to make a little loop to hang in the shower, you can. I would just suggest you maybe chain about 8. So go ahead and chain 8 and then just come back and slip stitch into that same stitch, and then go ahead and just fasten off. So I'm just going to slip stitch to the top of that one like that, and then just fasten off if you want to make a little loop for them to hang their little face scrubby in the shower. I don't do that. You know, I might do that for some sets that I sell, but in this case I just thought I'd do that. So now you can cut your yarn and hide your tail. So there it is, guys, your little washcloth and face scrubby set. I just need to go ahead and hide all my tails off camera, but that is it. Same thing with this one. You know, you could always put a little loop to hang them in the shower. That's an option, and I might do that for some of my sets. But there you go. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This is the second one, episode 2 on the Christmas series, and next week I'll be putting another Christmas video out for Christmas ideas. So make sure you're subscribed and that your notifications are on so you can get alerts on when new videos are uploaded. Thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, and please be safe and take care. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.